Let's go. Run like the wind.
The river was easy enough to find. Now for those herbs. This is the only plant around here with blue flowers. I hope it's the right one. Should be enough to keep the infirmary stocked for a while. Hopefully this will put Rodriguez's mind at ease.
Be safe.
Take us unawares to the end. It's dead now. Whatever it was. Slavers don't even bother.
those bastards' heads off.
Cole,
Just about. Sid, if you don't mind me asking,
Doris sent me to find you.
I sent a runner to the...
Well, I'm here now.
Only I want to help them.
You made the right decision.
The goblins...
You have duties to...
And please...
I won't let that.
Thank you.
Don't thank me. They're trying to get into the carriage. A friend. Are there any more survivors? What?
Why should...
Free.
Sid...
This man risked his life to save yours. To give you a...
Fine. Do with us what you will.
What we'll do with you is take...
You can leave the rest to us, Sid. We'll get everyone back to the hideaway.
Thank you. I'll let Doris know we're expecting new arrivals.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again.
Sid, welcome back. If I... or maybe...
Cole and the...
No. What kind of leader sends people into... I should have urged greater caution, told cold...
We swore the same oath.
It's good to see...
With all due respect, no one without...
We all know how much bravery that takes.
Cole, I never doubted your courage. Thank you for your faith. I sometimes wonder if I... But I'm a curse.
You will.
hope you didn't have too much trouble.
Only the usual.
Oh, you'll thank them. The brand is one ill-cons and even I began
Curse break, they toil, and yet we
convict.
They're willing. I know you're.
It's thank you.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Here's everything we've received and everything promised. You earned this. Come again. I may have more for you.
Here. What's everyone whispering about?
Jill looked white as a sheet.
Is it business or pleasure? Going purse weighing you down? Finished, are you?
What do you need? So, what'll it be? Anything else? Back, are ya? So, what'll it be? Should last you a good while. And?
Clive, where have you been? I've been wondering, where did you...
They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and were seeing no...
What do you reckon, Torms?
It certainly adds weight, Clive. I believe that Torgal may be in one of our oldest bestiaries. His name...
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state a girl from the Northern Terrace. One awakens...
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal it...
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable, just when his master needed him the most.
You're right.
Quite. His latent birthright as a Frostwolf. It had only...
Oh, get you.
You're an even fu...
And regarding your original concern, you needn't... Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried...
There you are! I've been looking everywhere. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shall be a moment. It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. But I promise I'll pay you back. Just you wait.
Then I look forward to Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
I think I'll wait till mid's away to take it to her.
How goes that?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of... If only we knew for certain by what route he left
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
What?
Would that be a...
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your...
You have nothing to worry about on that front.
Clive, have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
A guest?
For your trouble. It was a pleasure, in hindsight.
Uncle Byron?
Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens, for your favourite uncle is here!
The Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. The Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmeks empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmeks will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmeks to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on. Dion?
Yes, sire.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
If that is your wish, your Radiance, I shall depart at once. May Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
It's just one thing after another around here.
Ah, my dear nephew, how I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most which is why I came. To learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Ros...
I was.
Then I have questions for you.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that that... And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kupka withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew...
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dalmekian fleet, and come here and I'll show... It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly, her Royal Navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No, The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
So it was the Waludas who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something... The men seemed almost as if they believed or were made.
You have a keen... And you have your answer. To find Kupka, it may well have gone cold by now. But as they say...
Allow me to accompany... As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visit...
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to...
Very well, but be quick about it.
Mid's finished outfitting her little...
Otto.
You're not going in there...
Don't worry. I won't risk any more than I have to.
The Lancer and the Fang, or all you have any trouble on the way, you ask for
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's. And only Sid's. All I know is the name. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid.
Thanks.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto.
You can count on her.
All right, Uncle.
We shall. I was a young man when last I walked this path. There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark 'em well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands. Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
Who do you think those are?
So...
There she is, the good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Look, there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehair. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that, then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal? Would you rather be my squire?
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, I'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you!
Uncle?
Sorry.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two.
Come on.
Friend.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
Try it.
Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
Stay down!
It's you.
For your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine.
Clive?
What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The Royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the...
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at...
We have to get through there.
Not by force.
By guile, then. Perhaps.
Rosina Dal... But how will we find her? We know...
And that she was working. Sid's other collaborators have all been people of me. I'll wager this Rosina...
That would certainly help to...
And that's exactly what I'm...